Today I'm here to talk to you about the maintenance on your CPAP machine, the weekly maintenance. One of the first things you want to do maintenance-wise is make sure that the intake on the back of the machine is actually clear. And what you want to do, it's called a pinch pull filter, and you just want to pull it out of here. What's recommended is on a weekly basis, just bring it over the sink, put some warm water over it, and just rinse it out, squeeze it out. And there's you end up with actually two of them. You can actually put the clean one in here, and then what I do is actually squeeze it dry and maybe just set it out on a paper towel. And you want to do that weekly, just to keep the dust out of your machine. Then you can put the dry one and place it back in there. And what that does, it actually just allows airflow so your machine doesn't warm up. Then the humidifier chamber then is in the front, and to get it to get into it, you simply lift it under the lid here, and put your finger in here and slide it out. Now the key or the trick to getting water out of this and opening it up is there's a little tab in here, and you just kind of push down on it, and this actually hinges out. And if you can get a close-up of that, maybe. See how that's actually squeezing down? So that's what you're doing, and that's actually the trigger that actually opens it up. You want to just lift the lid, pull it out. Whatever water's in there, you just want to dump that out, and put it in the sink, soapy water, and just slosh it around and let it set there. You want to wash it on a weekly basis, just because you don't want bacteria to grow, and you don't want to have a swamp and have that water sitting in there, and it gets kind of funky in there. So you want to wash it, and while that's actually soaking, I actually on a weekly basis disconnect your circuit, whatever circuit that you have, the long 6-foot hose. You want to just take that off and submerge that in the soapy water also. Plus with the mask, you want to disassemble the mask, and the trick to pulling your mask out or disassembling it is just pulling it apart from the flap and cushion and put that in the soap. Put this also in the soap. The headgear I actually do still separate, and it's just a Velcro, pulling the Velcro. One of the things that you might want to do, and a lot of people end up doing it, is somehow marking it where it's actually fits to your size, so you don't have to readjust that all the time. And so you could actually do some whiteout, or on the white ones they actually put like a Sharpie or something, and just to mark it. But all of this you want to submerge and just put it in the sink and kind of slosh it out, rinse it out. Make sure you get soap in it, and wash it just like you're washing dishes. The other thing with the water chamber itself, it is dishwasher safe. So if you'd actually want to put it in the dishwasher, top rack of the dishwasher, and run it through a cycle and just let it air dry. This way I'm doing it without the dishwasher, and I just put it in the sink and then turn on some rinse water, and then just make sure that you get all the soap off of it and rinse it out good. And the reason you want to rinse it out good is you truly will be laying there at night and you're going to start smelling that soap. While I'm doing this, the outside of your CPAP, you can actually take a damp washcloth or maybe a paper towel and just lightly rinse that down, and just keep it clean. This, you just want to, your headgear, you want to rinse it off good. What I'm using for soap in the sink is actually a mild dish soap, Dawn Joy Ivory. You can use that, or even the manufacturer sometimes will recommend like a facial soap or something that's actually that mild. You just want to make sure that you're not allergic to any of the soaps that you're using. This we can actually hang up because it's just a hang to dry. It's actually recommended to do the maintenance in the morning, just because you want everything nice and dry by the time you put it on your face. Otherwise that can be rather unpleasant also, but you just want to kind of dry it out and rinse it off. It actually dries a lot better if you disassemble it as much as you possibly can, but you can actually dip it out, and it just takes a little longer to dry. The other thing too is that you can, if you don't want to do any of this process, or we have a lot of people that are, you know, truckers and that kind of stuff, you can actually get at the therapy shop, you can actually get some cleanser that's kind of a spray wash type of deal. It's actually made for CPAPs, and with this you just want to make sure that the hose gets all rinsed out, or like I say, you're going to start smelling. And this is just kind of a hang to dry type of thing too. I don't know if it'll stay. Guess not. But that's kind of the idea. And you want to do this weekly, and it dries out. And then to put it back together, it's just simply put it back on those little knobs here, is what I'm going to call it, and it hinges back down. And you got to kind of hear that crunching sound, and then you know that it's sealed up and it's not going to leak on you. And then simply fill it back up. The manual tells you distilled water, and it slides back in, and close the lid, and